$150, each be and hereby is appropriated for rent of rooms and patriotic observances for each of the organizations for the year 2016, and move its adoption.
I'll second.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member DeScalani?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
Yes.
Board Member Storm?
Yes.
Supervisor Dent?
Yes.
Resolution 9-16, Program for the Aging and Senior Nutrition Program. Whereas the annual budget approved by the town board provides monies for the program for the aging and the senior nutrition program. Therefore, be it resolved that the sum of $2,000 be and hereby is appropriated to the program for the aging. And be it further resolved that the sum of $2,000 be and hereby is appropriated for the senior nutrition program. I move its adoption.
Second. Each board.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member DeScalani?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
Yes.
Board Member Storm?
Yes.
Supervisor Dent?
Yes.
Resolution 1016, attorneys for the town. Whereas the town board may, pursuant to the law, to the town law, section 20, subdivision 25, employ an attorney to give it such professional services and legal counsel, therefore be it. Resolved that the supervisor be empowered to utilize the services of Keller, and Jaden, thank you, as general counsel to the town board. Greenwald and Doherty, LLP, as labor counsel, and Jacobowitz and Gubitz, LLP, as zoning and planning counsel, and moves its adoption.
I'll second that.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member DeScalani?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
Yes.
Board Member Storm?
Yes.
Supervisor Dent?
Yes.
Moving right along.
Resolution 1116, whereas, town auditor, whereas the town board appoints all employees and officers of the town pursuant to section 20 of the town law, therefore be it resolved that the firm Sickler, Torsia, Allen, and Churchill be and is hereby reappointed town auditors and accountants at an allowance up to $20,000 as allocated in the 2016 budget, and I move its adoption.
I second.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member DeScalani?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
Yes.
Board Member Storm?
Yes.
Supervisor Dent?
Yes.
Resolution 1216, salary. Whereas under section 27 of the town law, the town board shall fix the salaries and expenses of elected officials for the town. Therefore be resolved that the annual salaries of said officers be and hereby are fixed and determined for the year 2016 and shall be as follows. Supervisors Robert Stanley, $33,300. Gail Alba, $9,000. Pete DeScalani, $9,000. Tim Malloy, $9,000. Faye Storms, $9,000. Highway Superintendent Eric Hoffmeister, $47,975. Joyce Grant, $33,300. Pete DeMonica, $33,300. Dave Shannon, $5,303. Fiona Tenzillo, $5,303. Tom Boucher, $17,928. Mike Miranda, $17,928. And I move its adoption.
I'll second.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member DeScalani?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
Yes.
Board Member Storm?
Yes.
Supervisor Dent?
Yes. Resolution 1316, Deputy Supervisor. Whereas under section 42 of the town law, the town board may create the post of deputy supervisor. Therefore be it resolved that the town board approve the appointment of Timothy Malloy to act as deputy supervisor in the absence of the supervisor without compensation for the year 2016, and moves its adoption.
I'll
I
second.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member DeScalani?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
I think I can vote on that one.
Oh, yeah. Board Member Storm?
Yes.
And Supervisor Dent?
Sure.
Resolution 14-16, Secretary Bookkeeper to the Supervisor. Whereas under section 29, subsection 15 of the town law, the town board may authorize the supervisor to make a designation for the position of full-time Secretary Bookkeeper to the supervisor. Therefore be it resolved that the town board approve the appointment of Sheila Pratt to serve at the pleasure of the supervisor and receive $11.08 per hour when discharging the duties of said office, not to exceed $20,000 $165 for the fiscal year 2016. I move its adoption.
I'll second that.
Board Member Albert?
Yes.
Board Member Discavati?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
Yes.
Board Member Storm?
Yes.
Supervisor Dent?
Yes.
Resolution 1516, Secretary / Bookkeeper to the Supervisor. Whereas under Section 29, subsection 15 of the town laws, the town board may authorize the supervisor to make a designation for the position of part-time secretary / bookkeeper to the supervisor. Therefore, be it resolved that the town board approve the appointment of Patricia Hines to serve at the pleasure of the supervisor and receive $13.82 per hour when discharging the duties of said office, not to exceed $14,372 for the fiscal year of 2016, and move for its adoption.
Second.
Board Member
Yes.
Albert? Board Member Discavati?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
Yes.
Board Member Storm?
Yes.
Supervisor Dent?
Yes, sir.
Yay,
Resolution 1616, Deputy Highway Superintendent. Whereas the Superintendent of Highways has requested the town board establish an office of Deputy Superintendent of Highways, therefore be it resolved that Neil Grant be reappointed to this position without compensation for the year 2016, and with its adoption.
I'll second. Got it.
Board Member Albert?
Yes.
Board Member Discavati?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
Yes.
Board Member Storm?
Yes.
Supervisor Dent?
Yes.
Resolution 1716, Secretary to Highway Superintendent. Whereas under Section 20, Notes of Decision 9 of the town law, the town board shall appoint all employees of the town. Therefore, be it resolved that upon the recommendation of Highway Superintendent, that Sue Christiana be appointed to serve as Secretary to the Highway Superintendent and to serve at his pleasure, and to be paid $12.86 per hour when performing the duties of said office, not to exceed $26,230, with $1,000 additionally allotted for overtime for the fiscal year 2016, and I move its adoption.
I second.
Board Member Albert?
Yes.
Board Member Discavati?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
Yes.
Board Member Storm?
Yes.
Supervisor Dent?
Resolution 1816, Deputy Town Clerks and Tax Collectors. Whereas under Section 30, Subdivision 10 of the Town Law, Town Clerk determines the designation of deputies. The Town Board shall determine by resolution the powers and duties of such deputies, and whether or not such deputies shall be compensated by the town. Therefore, be resolved that the Town Board appoint Jackie Guglielmetti as full-time Deputy Town Clerk Tax Collector and be paid $14.27 per hour, not to exceed $25,995 for the fiscal year 2016, and to perform the duties of the Town Clerk Tax Collector in her absence, and be it further resolved that Amy Goodrich was appointed as part-time Deputy Town Clerk Tax Collector and be paid $11.08 per hour, not to exceed $8,006 for the fiscal year 2016, and to perform the duties of Town Clerk Tax Collector in her absence, and move its adoption.
I'll second that.
Board Member Albert?
Yes.
Board Member Discavati?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
Yes.
Board Member Storm?
Yes.
Supervisor Dent?
Yes.
Resolution 19-16, Records Management and Information Officer. Whereas pursuant to Section 20 of the town law, the town board should designate all appointed officers and employees of the town. Therefore, be it resolved that Joyce Grant be and hereby is appointed Records Management Officer and Public Information Officer, and hold office at the pleasure of the town board, and receive no compensation for the discharge of said duties. I move its adoption.
I second.
Board Member Albert?
Yes.
Board Member Discavati?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
Yes.
Board Member Storm?
Yes.
Supervisor Dent?
Yes.
Resolution 20-16, Chairman of the Board of Assessors. Whereas under Section 22B of the town law, the town board should designate the appointment of officers and employees of the town. Therefore, be it resolved that Peter DeMonica be appointed Chairman of the Board of Assessors for the town of Shandaken and receive an annual salary of $33,300 for the fiscal year of 2016, and moves it adoption.
Second.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member Eastman?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
Yes.
Board Member Storm?
Yes.
Supervisor Daniels?
Yes.
Resolution 2116. Whereas under Section 20 of the Town Law, notes of Decision 9, the Town Board should designate and appoint officers and employees of the town. Therefore, be it resolved that Grace Grant be and hereby is appointed to Assessor's Clerk to assist in the clerical duties of the assessors and be paid $11.08 per hour, not to exceed $20,165 for the fiscal year 2016, while discharging the duties of said office. And I move its adoption.
I'll second that.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member Eastman?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
Yes.
Board Member Storm?
Yes.
Supervisor Daniels?
Yes.
Resolution 2216, Clerk for the Justice Court. Whereas under Section 20 of the Town Law, notes of Decision 9, the Town Board should designate all appointed officers and employees of the town. Therefore, be it resolved that Wendy Helm be reappointed as Clerk of the Justice Court to assist in the clerical duties of the Town Justice Court and be paid an annual salary not to exceed $25,031 for the fiscal year 2016 while discharging the duties of said office. My second, I need to move its adoption.
Second.
No second.
Dan second.
I think you got it. Okay. You can next one. Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member Eastman?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
Yes.
Board Member Storm?
Yes.
Supervisor Daniels?
Yes. Resolution 2316, Police Commission. Whereas pursuant to Section 20 of the Town Law, it is the duty of the Town Board to appoint all boards and commissions. Therefore, be it resolved that Theodore R. Byron, William Lundberg, William J. McGrath, and Henry J. Strauss be reappointed to the Police Commission for the year 2016 and move its adoption.
Second that.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member Eastman?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
Yes.
Board Member Storm?
Yes.
Supervisor Daniels?
Yes.
Resolution 24-16, Town Police Department Chief. Whereas pursuant to Section 20 of the Town Law, the Town Board should designate all appointed officers and employees of the town. Therefore, be it resolved that Chad Story be and hereby is appointed Police Chief for the Town of Shandaken Police Department and hold office at the pleasure of the Town Board and receive an annual salary not to exceed $20,750 for the fiscal year 2016, while discharging the duties of said office. I move its adoption.
I second.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member Eastman?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
Yes.
Board Member Storm?
Yes.
Supervisor Daniels?
Yes.
Resolution 25-16, ambulance technicians. Whereas under Section 20 of the law, of the Town Law, the Town Board shall designate all appointed officers and employees of the town. Therefore, be it resolved that the following personnel be appointed to the Shandaken Town Ambulance at rates not to exceed the following for the fiscal year 2016. Ambulance Chief, Richard Richard.
I've heard it like 6 different times.
$12,120 per year. Paramedics at $16.47 per hour. Mark Bedell, James, and guys, I apologize. James Connington, Dwayne Davis, Melvin Harrington, Matthew Kay, Richard Mullenegger,
Close enough.
Brendan Whalen, Mike Williams. EMTs at $10 per hour. Kenneth Booth, Todd Carr, Concha Cowan, Dennis Frano, Vincent Piaz, Cassandra Schmidt, Jax Finwell. Drivers and certified first responders at $9 per hour. Joe Campanino, Tom Crochet, Keith Johnson, Ernest Longy Jr., Brian Perez, John Rossett Jr., Mike O'Brien. Equipment manager, Dennis Frano at $5,000 per year. Training officer, Brendan Wellen at $5,000 per year. Line officer, Ernest Longy Sr. at $5,000 per year. And that said employee shall serve at the discretion of the ambulance chief and town board. and move its adoption.
Second.
Robert,
Yes.
Excuse me?
on the EMTs,
Yes?
okay, Ernie Longy Senior's name is not on that.
Correct.
All right, you want
School.
Brian?
Just, and we're adding Ernest Maloney Senior as EMT.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member DeScalani?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
Yes.
Board Member Storm? Yes. Supervisor Dowd?
Yes.
Resolution 2616, Phoenicia Water Committee. Whereas pursuant to Section 20 of the town laws, the duty to appoint all boards and commissions. Therefore, be it resolved that Alfred Peavy, John Kilp, Don Boucher, George Blank, and Nick Forma be appointed to the Phoenicia Water Committee for 2016. And further be it resolved that Alfred Peavy chair this committee, and I move its adoption.
I'll second that.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member DeScalani?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
Yes.
Board Member Storm?
Yes.
Supervisor Dowd?
Yes.
Resolution 2716, Superintendent of Phoenicia Water District. Whereas under Section 20 of the town law, the town board should designate all appointed officers and employees of the town. Therefore be resolved that Richard Riccadella hereby is reappointed Superintendent of the Phoenicia Water District and hold office at the pleasure of the town board and receive an annual salary not to exceed $20,900 to be dispersed once each month in expenses as allotted at the 2016 budget as pursuant to law while discharging the duties of said office. Be it further resolved that the town board, upon the recommendation of the water superintendent, hire laborers as the water superintendent deems necessary within budget constraints. And I move its adoption.
Second.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member DeScalani?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
Yes.
Board Member Storm? Yes. Supervisor Dowd?
Yes. Phoenicia Water District Bookkeeper, Resolution 2816, whereas under Section 20 of the town law, the town board should designate all appointed officers and employees of the town. Therefore, be it resolved that Sue Christiana, being hereby is appointed bookkeeper for the Phoenicia Water District and be paid $10.93 hourly, not to exceed $2,688 for the fiscal year 2016, while discharging said duties, and move its adoption.
I'll second.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member DeScalani?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
Yes.
Board Member Storm?
Yes.
Supervisor Dowd?
Yes.
Resolution 29-16, Phoenicia Water District Billing Clerk. Whereas under Section 20 of the town law, the town board should designate all appointed officers and employees of the town. Therefore, be it resolved that Sue Christiana be and hereby is reappointed billing clerk for the Phoenicia Water District and be paid at a rate of $10.93 per hour, not to exceed $1,408 for the fiscal year 2016 while discharging said duties. Be it further resolved that she serve at the pleasure of the town board, Phoenicia Water Commissioner, and the tax collector. And I move its adoption.
I second.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member DeScalani?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
Yes.
Board Member Storm?
Yes.
Supervisor Dowd?
Yes.
Can we ever get away from that at the pleasure?
Yeah, I know, that sounds
That's an old fashioned.
Pine Hill Water, Resolution 30-16, Pine Hill Water Committee. Whereas pursuant to Section 20 of the town law, it is the duty to appoint all boards and commissions. Therefore, be it resolved that Peter DeMonico, Lowell Smith, Richard Shadle, and Michelle Wooten be appointed to the Pine Hill Water Committee for 2016. And be it further resolved that Michelle Wooten chair this committee, and move its adoption.
I'll second that.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member DeScalani?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
Yes.
Board Member Storm?
Yes.
Supervisor Dowd?
Yes.
Resolution 3116, Superintendent of Pine Hill Water District. Whereas under Section 20 of the town law, the town board should designate all appointed officers and employees of the town. Therefore, be it resolved that Donald Clark be and is hereby appointed to Superintendent of the Pine Hill Water District and hold office at the pleasure of the town board and receive an annual salary of $24,693 to be dispersed once each month and expenses as allotted in a 2016 budget as pursuant to law while discharging the duties of his office. Be it further resolved that the town board, upon recommendation of the water superintendent, hire laborers as the water superintendent deems necessary within the budget constraints, and I move its adoption.
Second.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member Discopati?
Yes.
Board Member Moore?
Yes.
Board Member Story?
Yes.
Supervisor Family?
Resolution 3216, Pine Hill Water District Bookkeeper. Whereas under Section 20 of the town law, the town board should designate all appointed officers and employees of the town. Therefore, it be resolved that Patricia Hines be hereby is appointed bookkeeper of the Pine Hill Water District and to be paid an annual salary not to exceed $400 for the fiscal year 2016. And I move its adoption.
A second.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member Discopati?
Yes.
Board Member Moore?
Yes.
Board Member Story?
Yes.
Supervisor Family?
Yeah. Gotta get her back some. Sorry, Resolution 3316, Pine Hill Water District Billing Clerk. Whereas under Section 20 of the town law, the town board should designate all appointed officers and employees of the town. Therefore, be it resolved that Sue Christiana be and hereby is reappointed as billing clerk for the Pine Hill Water District and be paid at a rate of $10.93 per hour, not to exceed $1,271 for the fiscal year 2016, while discharging said duties. Be it further resolved that she serve at the pleasure of the town board, Pine Hill Water Commissioner, and the tax collector. And move its adoption.
Second that.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member Discopati?
Yes.
Board Member Moore?
Yes.
Board Member Story?
Yes.
Supervisor Family?
Yes.
Resolution 34-16, Planning Board Member. Whereas pursuant to Section 20 of the town law, it is the duty of the town board to appoint all boards and commissions. Therefore, be it resolved that John Horn be reappointed to the Shandaken Planning Board with his term to expire in December 31st, 2020. And move its adoption.
Second.
Board Member Alba?
No.
Board Member Discopati?
No.
Board Member Moore?
Yes.
Board Member Story?
Yes.
Supervisor Family?
Yes.
Resolution 35-16. Resolution appointing chairman of the planning board. Whereas pursuant to Section 20 of the town law, it is the duty of the town board to appoint all boards and commissions. Therefore, be it resolved that Donald Brewer be reappointed as chair of the planning board and Kathy Jordan be reappointed as vice chair of the planning board for the year 2016, and moves its adoption.
I'll second that.
Board Member Alba?
No.
Board Member Discopati?
Yes.
Board Member Moore?
Yes.
Board Member Story?
Yes.
Supervisor Family?
Yes.
Resolution 3616, Zoning Board of Appeals member. Whereas pursuant to Section 20 of the town law, it is the duty of the town board to appoint all boards and commissions. Therefore, be it resolved that Keith Johnson be reappointed to the Zoning Board of Appeals with his term to expire in December 31, 2020. And I move its adoption.
Second that.
Board Member Alba?
No.
Board Member Discopati?
No.
Board Member Moore?
Yes.
Board Member Story?
Yes.
Supervisor Family?
Yes.
Resolution 3716, resolution appointing chairman of the zoning board of appeals. Whereas pursuant to Section 20 of the town law, it is the duty of the town board to appoint all boards and commissions. Therefore, be resolved that Keith Johnson be reappointed as chair and Rolf Reese be appointed as vice chair of the zoning board of appeals for the year 2016. And I move its adoption.
Second.
Board Member Alba?
Nay.
Board Member Discopati?
Yes.
Board Member Moore?
Yes.
Board Member Story?
Yes.
Supervisor Family?
Yes. Resolution 3816, appointment of municipal code officer. Whereas pursuant to town law, section 20 and section 138, and pursuant to sections 11663, 11664, and 7711 of the code of the town of Shandaken, municipal code officer in the town is responsible for the enforcement of zoning, floodplain administration, building and fire prevention, protection ordinances, and rules and regulations. Therefore, be it resolved that Warren Tuck be appointed as provisional, shouldn't be there,
Take out provisional.
take out provision. Be appointed as municipal code officer to be paid $15.30 per hour, not to exceed $23,900, and mileage while on town business for the fiscal year 2016, while dispensing the duties of said office, and move its adoption.
I'll second that.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member DeScalani?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
Yes.
Board Member Storm?
Yes.
Supervisor Family?
Yes.
Resolution 39-16, Building Department Secretary. Whereas under Section 20 of the town law, it is the duty of the town board to appoint all employees of the town. Therefore, be it resolved that Ann Riccadella be appointed as Building Department Secretary with an hourly rate of $10.61, not to exceed $19,311 for the fiscal year 2016, and serve at the pleasure of the Planning Board, Zoning Board of Appeals, Municipal Code Officer, and be accountable to the town board while dispensing duties of said office. I move its adoption.
I second.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member DeScalani?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
Yes.
Board Member Storm?
Yes.
Supervisor Family?
Yes.
Resolution 40-16, resolution appointing Parks and Recreation Board members. Whereas pursuant to Section 20 of the town law, it is the duty of the town board to appoint all boards and commissions. Therefore, be it resolved that Carol Chandler be appointed as Smith Park Manager and John
Michelati.
Michelati, thank you, be reappointed as Beginning Park Manager with their terms to be expired December 31st, 2018, and shall serve without compensation at the pleasure of the town board. And moves its adoption?
I'll second.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member DeScalani?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
Yes.
Board Member Storm?
Yes.
Supervisor Family?
Yes.
Resolution 4116, Town Historian, Town Historical Museum Board, and Museum Director. Whereas under Section 20 of the town law, the town board should designate all appointed officers and employees of the town, and the town board wishes to appoint a town historian, and whereas the town board also recognizes the Town of Shandaken Historical Museum maintains a board of directors. Therefore, be it resolved that Kathleen Myers be appointed historian for the Town of Shandaken for the year 2016 without compensation while performing the duties of said office. Be it further resolved that Richard Bennett, Richard Diers, June Lamarca, Rusty Moore, Mary Lou Stapleton, William Andrews, Brian Grant, and Ken Herdman are hereby recognized as being the Town of Shandaken Historical Museum Board, with Richard Bennett being the chair of the board. Be it yet further resolved that Kathleen Myers be reappointed as museum director and that she receives $10.67 an hour, not to exceed $9,990 as per the 2016 town budget, while dispensing duties of said office, and I move its adoption.
I'll second.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member DeScalani?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
Yes.
Board Member Storm?
Yes.
Supervisor Family?
Yes.
Resolution 4216, Ethics Committee. Whereas pursuant to Chapter 20 of the Code of the Town of Shandaken, Article 3, Section 20-7, Establishment of a Board of Ethics. Therefore be resolved that Richard Lovelace, Helen Morelli, and Chad Story be appointed as the Ethics Committee for the Town of Shandaken to serve at the pleasure of the Town Board and follow Chapter 20 of the Code of the Town of Shandaken. I move its adoption.
Second.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member DeScalani?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
Yes.
Board Member Storm?
Yes.
Supervisor Family?
Yes. Resolution 4316, Dog Control Officer and Dog Enumerator. Whereas under Section 20 of the town law, the town board should designate all appointed officers and employees of the town. Therefore, be it resolved that Nancy Hudler be hereby